Hi there, sign of Taurus. This is Kim with your next 48-hour reading. I'm going to get right into the reading. This from the waterfall. Okay. Messages for Taurus, asking their spirit team and your angels to join. Get some messages for your highest good. I'm going to use this at the end, the Spirit Animal Oracle, and right now we're going to pull from the spellcasting deck. So if you need something private, though, contact me through the email that's provided in the description box below. And messages, Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Psychic abilities. That's nice. It's a nice card. And I have friendship on the bottom of the deck. Psychic abilities. Okay. All right. Well, that's kind of an interesting start, right? All right, let's go into the tarot, Journey of the Sacred Bee. Let's see what other messages we have for the sign of Taurus. Psychic abilities. Psychic abilities. Third eye opening. Maybe having really strong visions maybe at this time. The Chariot is in reverse. Oh, the Nine of Discs. Good. You're going to come into some money. That's good. Something. Possibly for your efforts. What's going on here? Jeez. So we have to talk about it. Well, it's not bad. It's just that there's a perception, your perception on everything. Because, and maybe it is talking about something kind of new coming your way regarding spiritual gifts, spiritual abilities. Maybe that's what it's talking about. The devil in the past energy is more kind of wrapped in strategies that have to do with fueling our addictions and attachments to anything from toxic situations, toxic people, to toxic drugs, vices, and addictions, all kinds of things, greed. You can go further, of course. So this devil energy, Capricorn, planned and strategic, may have had a lot to do with attachments to some things too, or attachment to housing. Because, I mean, you are a fixed sign anyway, so Taurus, that makes sense. Tell me about the devil. So if you're doing something just to do something, that you don't feel guilty about wanting to wiggle around, because there's don't be guilted into something. That's the message. You don't have to give all of your time and energy to some kind of situation that makes you feel restricted. So it is withdrawing the energy, possibly withdrawing your energy. Look at all these chords. Kind of reminds me of like a guitar chords. Look at all those. So that's strange. That's really neat. This is about having to get out of your own way, your own nerves. And maybe it is a bit about being nervous with trusting oneself on something. This wounded soldier decides to stop guarding when enough's enough or too much is enough. So 9-9 here so far. Right? Yeah. So the good thing is what you're faced with right now, which is some kind of gain or financial gain for your efforts. You may feel kind of conflicted regarding a situation where it's just kind of being comfortable and like noticing what you don't have. You may miss an opportunity if you don't look up. So there's a real danger, I feel like, in walling yourself off from others so much that you miss out on some opportunities. Don't let your mind keep you stuck. So the heart is going to make a decision regarding this. It might be regarding independence, self-reliance, and all that, because the Two of Swords in the reverse can sometimes mean a split, either in a partnership or a split regarding how you're thinking, and definitely having to approach a decision in which you're very conflicted about. For some reason, that might be why psychic abilities is coming up, telling you, you can trust in yourself. Do not become bored or complacent, or caution with that. So why don't we view this? We're viewing a situation as not very hopeful with the Page of Cups in the reverse. That's the energy crowning a situation. And this might be about doing things on our own, entrepreneurship, self-sufficiency, self-reliance, breaking free from codependence too. If something doesn't seem too hopeful, you're not wanting to take that big of a risk on it. So something is not moving forward, and it's just not moving forward at this time. There is lack of truth or clarity in a situation. You've lost confidence in maybe what's going on right now, but if it's in yourself, because this is how you're feeling, and that's the Strength card in reverse. This is not feeling confident in something or someone, but also not wanting to put yourself out there or take high of a risk, not wanting to do that. There's some kind of makeover, change, transformation coming in. When the optimism, the way that you're looking at things improves. Tell me how to further clarify the Page of Cups in reverse. How to further clarify that for Taurus. So this is, okay, the answer to what it's wanting me to say is that the answer to your problems, 999, look about releasing things and about what needs to be cut out if it's not reaching your goal. The Nine of Swords in the reverse is an answer to your problem or the solution. And it's about the thinking too. It's leaving more possibilities open. This could be coming out of a dark night of the soul feeling. 999 says that this has a lot to do with the past, because you're still looking back on perspective, and there's that Three of Swords in it. So still releasing some kind of hurtful thing. Tell me about the Strength in reverse. You feeling Strength in reverse. You either feel like you're overly emotional with an issue, or that you're not seeing something clearly, or maybe you feel like you're seeing something clearly, but there's many options available, and no, they're not all clear. The Queen of Cups is like that energy. If you're feeling it, then it's like you need to do you, and you can't put off self-care. Being open to receiving messages is important, and so maybe like these cups, like your emotions, like thoughts, you're kind of sorting through them, going, okay, what's real, what's not real, or what doesn't look that great, but don't get caught up in the emotion. There's a need to not get caught up in the emotion, and there's a need to focus on you doing you, loving yourself. Tell me about the Queen of Wands in the reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. Look, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune twice now. So it is time for the wheel. it is time for the wheel. So I can say that if you feel like down on your confidence, or you feel that the health or vitality in a situation needs to be improved upon, you probably aren't wrong. I would follow this advice as not taking too much of a risk at this time. Get ready to receive with the Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune is something fortunate turning for you. The Ten of Cups in reverse in the future, it's kind of like a reminder that we're not always, if we're looking to the material realm to satisfy our happinesses, then it's not going to completely satisfy us. So the Ten of Cups in reverse is like, what is missing when it comes to emotionally? This might be just, survival mode. Like, I've got to get this money for this, and I don't want conflict. I don't want chaos, conflict. So maybe also you have a lot of options. Some of these options are not the best for your health, possibly. So just be wise in picking. I really like this orange color coming out. It's reminding me of the sacral chakra. Tell me about the Ten of Cups in the reverse. There's another, like, you got the Five of Swords in that position, and then in this one came out in the same position. What are you conflicted on? Okay, back and forth of what you feel makes you happy. Maybe they're talking about really doing self-inquiry of how you even define happiness for yourself. Maybe there's a feeling of wanting to be more included here, or have something more inclusive, because this could represent other people not necessarily getting along the best. And it can feel like a lure sometimes into some conflict. So just be careful with that. That is the challenge, to resolve these issues. Tell me about that Eight of Cups in the reverse. You're really sticking through a situation whether you like it or not at this moment, because even if things aren't ideal, you do understand, like, a situation around you and within the world. So you're, yes, very emotionally attached to what you're going through. That's why it's hard to have a good perspective all the time here when you haven't received good news in a while, but this is the good news. Page of Wands. That is the good news. That allows for some big new thing to happen for you. And like I said, the wheel is turning. If you're in a down, then you're on your way out of the down into a up. Could find yourself revisiting situations, possibly about past or situations from the past. Revisiting past decisions, maybe not made with the best with the best decisions, either dealing with somebody who didn't make the best decisions, or you're feeling like going back or revisiting a situation might have not been a good idea, or might not be a good idea, something like that. The new passionate adventure, the new it's your magic wand, and it's the purest of the wands, meaning you can do anything with this energy that you really want to. So looking back and dwelling, it would just keep your thoughts in the, like, change. We can't change certain things from the past, and that's saying that that's what you're thinking about. Tell me about the wheel in reverse. The King of Cups. Okay. All in all, it's about you've mastered your mood. The King of Cups. You feel like you've done things with disciplined. This could be a mentor of yours, somebody very kind, loving, somebody that will always advise you to do the most diplomatic thing, which is for the good of others. That's why you can see the perspective as, okay, if you're on the bottom of the wheel, then there's going to be a time and a place for you to be on the top of the wheel. You can't always be at the top of the wheel, but it is looking like it's turning for you here. And the King of Cups. Might be somebody new that comes in that resonates with your heart too. So a connection there with the King of Cups. Scorpio energy associated with great news, with change and transformation of maybe not only your situation, but a person too, possibly. This possibly could be talking about you, right? All right, so let's get some spirit advice. And like I said, if you want a private reading, contact me and I will get back with you. Advice, the Three of Wands. Okay, expansion and taking the time to say, you know what, I can really see myself in 5 years. This is where I can see myself. So putting it in a vision, being the creator that you are, using your imagination to create, you know, the vibration that's going to bring you what you want. More advice for Taurus. Devil energy. Look, I don't think that this is necessarily bad. I don't think it's always about fighting with demons and addiction. Sometimes it's about needing to be planned and have strategy when it comes to material realm. It can indicate that, look, because of this Nine of Pentacles, you're going to get a big increase. So don't let it tempt you. That's interesting. Don't let it tempt you. Could be a temptation. Any more advice? Your Nine of Cups. So your wish granted. Look, you got 4 nines. Look up the nines. Nine of Cups. Your wish granted. Your wish granted. So, I mean, it's almost like saying here, do the visualization, do the work, and your wish granted. You will have access to and always have what you need, and what is yours will truly never be far from you, but yet on its way. All right, so let's get some tea leaves and some animal oracle and close out the reading for Taurus. Psychic ability is pretty interesting card to get. When I use this deck, I don't get it much with other signs. Maybe Pisces, I have gotten it before. Number 1. This is about you creating some kind of new beginning here. Time to collaborate. Time to help others and let them help you. Ant spirit. Time to collaborate. And otter spirit. You are never alone. You are never alone. Hearts that resonate. Porcupine spirit on the bottom. Time for a beginner's mind. So it's some kind of like new project too. That's coming out with that Princess of Wands or Page of Wands. Not only is it telling you to be playful and you know, have some more play in your life, but too many. But it's good news at the same time. So now this is what I was thinking was happening with this 9 of Swords in the reverse. The Fly, a period of ill health or depression, and I feel like it's coming out of that. And it's a situation that maybe didn't even look that hopeful to cut, and like maybe it felt like when you're in it that it would never end. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Hat, you will be playing a different role. Owl, good advice from a wise person. And then there's that peacock reminding me of, beware of great pride, because something's going to go very, very well. All right, that's what I got. Sending you light and love. Bye-bye, Taurus.